Pleasure. My name is Avinash Padam. I'm a student of Hindu College, University of Delhi.
Pleasure meeting you. So now your question is, NJAC was a wrong move by the Supreme Court to quash it, as you say. But I would say that NJAC is something where non-judges will come into the picture and select the judges. All right, sir. So I would say that that would not be an appropriate move because judges are the people who know about their activities better than anyone else. If it's a police panel, then they are the people who will select themselves. If it is judges, I would say they will select themselves. If you're a legislatory party, MLAs or MPs, they are selecting their own leaders as a prime minister. That is their own domain. In your media also, you will select your own people. So my argument, sir, is that when it comes to the judges, they have every right to select their own people. As you see, like the earlier judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court in two judges, judgments, and also the reference given to the Honorable President of India pertaining to this particular selection, they have made it clear that you do not interfere with our affairs. Because judiciary has got its own right and business to mind our own business. You legislature or executive, mind your own business. This is what the Supreme Court has categorically held, sir. So that is what I am saying, sir. Now what you have to
Sir,
say.
and it's very good to hear this side of story because you yourself are a very integral part of judiciary itself. The pressing issue, sir, lies it. You mentioned about first judge's case, second judge's case. These all are cases from Advocate and Record of Supreme Court versus Union of India. 1998, 1993, 1993 2014 में case हुआ, which was famously known as the 99th Amendment and Jack, which was absolutely
Yes,
wrong.
shut down by the Supreme
Right.
Court. True.
So a major concern, sir, which lies. You mentioned that you mind your own, I mind my own. So this was the same Supreme Court which back in 2006 gave the Prakash Singh versus Union of India 2006 judgment, which talked about police reforms, right? This Supreme Court, when it reforms, it suggests reforms for the police. When it suggests reforms on AI Service Rule 1968, by which IAS, IPS are mandated. When it is Supreme Court, when it plays an integral part on the selection of the president, if in case the vice president is absent from the office, the Supreme Court Chief Justice becomes the President of India. So the integration lies very much in judiciary, executive, and legislation. And it is worthless to say that the legislative and executive are not separate, are no separate entities. They are one or the same thing, right?
Judiciary,
Executive and
legislature, absolutely true.
There might
Yes,
be
yes.
slip of tongue,
True.
right? So they are the
Yes,
integral part of each other.
True.
However, the ambit of question lies over here that why judiciaries remain aloof of all these participation. NJAC में सर एक सीधा साधा सिंपल सिद्धांत ये था, we appoint a 6-member body जिसके तहत आपके प्राइम मिनिस्टर, लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन और आपके यूनियन लॉ मिनिस्टर play a major role in selection of the judges in Supreme Court or High Court, along with 3 other senior most judges of Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice of India. Right? What Law Commission also suggested in the later half of the decade that a mandate should be such a way that yes, I understand the judiciary, the judges are the best people to decide for themselves.
Yes, sir.
I completely understand that reference. The problem lies when you try to make it very exclusive of yourselves. Right? If you want to include participation, I'm not saying that you give the majority of the people who are from non-judicial background.
Yes.
Give the majority to the people who are not from the non-judicial background, but from the judicial background. Keep 4 judges of Supreme Court, High Courts, and give 3 representation of the PM, of the Union Law Minister, and the Leader of Opposition. That is what 2028 Law Commission also represented in. Right. So this is my side of argument, sir, and I believe NJAC is something which should be revisited, and it is somewhat also on the right direction of including the All India Services, All India Judicial Services, which is also one of the major moves of the BJP's manifesto.
Sir, I'll tell you, the problem lies in the Law Commission is the body of the
Government.
executive. All right, sir. So their opinion will be again the government's opinion.
Completely.
And if at all the Prime Minister comes into the picture or leader of opposition comes into the picture, there are 2 central parties in the country. They will be always either here or there. So if they come into the picture, they'll have their own men, their own judges, their pro judges in the High Courts and the Supreme Courts. Then the apprehension is that the justice will not be delivered properly. There will be a lot of pressure. That's why they will never be taken into the panel of selection of judges, as far as my knowledge is concerned. Ultimately, whichever legislation you bring in the parliament, it will be challenged here in the Supreme Court. And I don't think so the Supreme Court will ever and ever entertain such kind of legislation, sir.
So if we see one of the largest democracy, not the largest but the oldest democracy,
Largest,
of course,
of course.
we are, American Constitution if we go by. Often the judges are named Republican or Democrats. That is there in the practice. Why? Because Senate is the also appointed by the
That's true.
Senate is the separate entity. However, it's the
I
president who actually defines this would be the judges.
You're
We
absolutely
never
right.
questioned,
In
sir.
here also such kind of thing is there, but that is unofficial.
That is unofficial.
Unofficial.
So we never said that the American Constitution is wrong. We never said that we should lose faith in American Constitution. This was the same Supreme Court when during the emergency back in the phase of 1975 to 1997. A.N. Ray, when he was the Chief Justice of this honorable office, we are often neglected of the fact that the judicial practices were somewhere undermined. The human rights were again undermined. Article 21, 14, 19 all were undermined.
Yes.
Right to liberty, right to life was also somewhere threatened.
Yes.
Threatened would be the right word.
Yes.
So sir, at the same time, Supreme Court behaves in such a way. And when we see NV sir was the Chief Justice, also for that matter, Chandrachud sir was also the Chief Justice, right? So we see that judicial activism is taking place, right? So why this judicial reluctance in some phases, and why such judicial activism in such phases? सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ये दोराहा चरित्र हमको बस एक चिंताजनक विषय लगता है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जो आस्था है वो पूरे देशवासियों की है.
See, there is no doubt that whatever the Supreme Court has to say or deliver in a judgment, that will be binding and final in the entire country, whether we like it or not. Whether if it's you think fortunate or unfortunate, but Supreme Court was always in the forefront to protect the democracy as well as the rights of the citizens and everything. As far as the political things are concerned, it always there will be, in a country like India, there is very high pressure, even on the judges also. But they have been, to put it aside and put it away and try always to do their committed constitution to deliver their duties. They were never aback. You cannot pick up somebody and say that they have been, violated the oath of office. They've always come forward and they have delivered justice. There is no doubt about it. So,
It was really pleasure.
my pleasure, sir. You are so young and very, very knowledgeable. So
Thank
I'm
you, sir. It is all my
glad,
pleasure.
sir.
Your good name,
Sridhar Dayal, sir.
I would want to have your number, and
Sure,
for
sir.
personal
Thanks so much,
collaboration
sir.
in the
Great,
future, I
sir.
would like
Okay.
to definitely contact you.
Thanks.
Right.